We are not proposing
this
that.
in the bill. Gentlemen and Jamaica, don't believe what Andrew and myself say. Look on the bill that was tabled.
Also, as it relates to
Act.
All right, gentlemen.
But if it is the act, but it will be presented that the directly elected status of the mayor of Portmore will be.
Bless up, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose, and in this one, heated on-air clash between Andrew Wheatley, MP for St. Catherine South Central, and Fitzjackson, MP for St. Catherine Southern, over gerrymandering of Portmore, as well as the People's National Party calls on the Prime Minister to sort resolution for Ruthven Towers apartments. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Notification shout out goes to Toko. Bless up yourself, Tok. Thanks for the continued support from each and every one. And kicking off the first segment with the whole bill passage to turn Portmore in the 15th parish since Tuesday in the House of Representatives. Before me make gonna hear the whole heated clash between Andrew Wheatley and Fitzjackson, me a drag on back from whence this whole gerrymandering talks have been made, and it was all the way back in November of 2023 when Warmington stated that they were planning to turn Portmore into the 15th parish for political gains. So it's clear that it wasn't really about the people and really turning in Portmore into a 15th parish to benefit the people, right? We're not sure if the EOJ has any talks or say in this, but right now the push in our election year definitely showing the people that some gerrymandering are going on. And gerrymandering is basically, tweaking boundaries for political gains. And so I'm going to make on a hear for yourself, for those who don't remember what Warmington had said on a public platform.
And for Southwest St. Catherine, Everald Warmington says, with the coming boundary shift in Portmore St. Catherine, the Jamaica Labour Party will create a stronghold in the division. Mr. Warmington, who was addressing party faithfuls at the St. Catherine East Central Joint Divisional and Constituency Conference on Sunday, said the People's National Party will no longer be competition in the Portmore division once the capital is declared a parish. He said with the candidate selections and boundary changes, he is confident that the JLP can establish a stronghold in the East Central St. Catherine division.
The most difficult of the three was Portmore Pine, and we have made it much easier now. I've been fighting before 2011 when we had the last boundary change that Portmore should not go to Spanish Town. And today I'm happy to say that we have the boundary that we wanted all along. Quarry Hill, Lakes Bend, Lime Tree Grove, Range Lane on that side will no longer be in Portmore Pine. So the whole of them PMP on the left, then down at Denny's Daily. They won't be able to make no decision anymore. I can say further. When we take Portmore off of St. Catherine, it's a different ballgame across there. We have 41 seats, now 42 seats. Out of these 42 PMP, you have 12 in Portmore. We won 2, they won 10. Yet they won the St. Catherine Parish Council by 1 seat. 1 seat even though they carry 10 from Portmore. Now, give them back them PMP 10. Leave us alone over here. And it means that under no circumstances PMP can ever win the St. Catherine Parish Council again. Never happen again. Never.
Right after he said that, the People's National Party asked a series of questions, and they said the JLP wishes to split off Portmore as a separate parish from St. Catherine because it would suit their political ends. But will this benefit the people of Portmore? Furthermore, Portmore does not have many of the facilities and amenities that parishes have, including parish court facilities, a hospital, a market, and a cemetery, yet the government is rushing to make Portmore a parish. Without them, why does the JLP want to make Portmore the only parish without these facilities? The people of Portmore now have the benefit of it being Jamaica's only city municipality, which gives them the legal right to directly elect their own mayor, a right that does not apply to parishes. Why deprive them of this right? And this is what they said back in 2023. And just to add, the People's National Party are not against Portmore being the 15th parish, but they're basically saying that it don't have the amenities to turn into a parish as yet, and they should take the time with the process and not to rush it, so to speak. Fast forward to the bill being tabled to turn it into a parish. Less than 24 hours after the government tabled the bill, the two St. Catherine MPs basically sound off on air, where Wheatley is basically saying that there's no gerrymandering taking place, when I just played what Warmington had said from in 2023. But here's the exchange between Wheatley and Fitzjackson.
We are not removing the directly elected mayor for the parish of
Read the bill. Read the bill.
We are not proposing that. We are not proposing that.
It's in the bill. Gentlemen and Jamaica, don't believe what Andrew and myself say. Look on the bill that was tabled.
Also, as relates to constitution.
All right, gentlemen.
But if it is the act, but it will be presented that the directly elected status of the mayor of Portmore will be the status quo for the parish of Portmore.
You are not being true.
Give him a chance to respond, Mr. Jackson.
As relates to consultation, you know for a fact that we did widespread consultation.
28 persons participated.
No, stop talking rubbish about 28 people participating in the process. The idea of establishing Portmore as a municipality, which was done in 2003, was the start of a process, and the Jamaica Labour Party government gave a commitment that was even given before by the PNP administration around 2003, that they will establish Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish. What I think is happening now is a little bit of bad mind on the part of it, because it is that the PNP government that is making this a reality. That is the bottom line. There's no gerrymandering, because as it is right now, if you look at the numbers, the boundary of Portmore will still allow Fitzjackson to maintain his majority, so it could not be a gerrymandering exercise.
Gerrymandering is where an incumbent government or authority uses that authority to establish political boundaries, in this case constituency or divisional boundaries, for its own advantage and the advantage of others. I ask the question, is the boundaries being proposed being done only by the government, or is it through the EOJ? No, the answer is no.
This is Fitzjackson, opposition spokesperson with responsibility for matters concerning Portmore. The People's National Party is not against Portmore becoming a parish, if such is the expressed desire of the people. What we are against is the Jamaica Labour Party using it to rig the electoral system in their favor. At a joint constituency meeting in November 2023, then Minister Everett Warmington openly admitted that the JLP's real goal is to stop the PNP from controlling the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. His words were clear, and I quote, "With the coming boundary shift in Portmore, St. Catherine, the Jamaica Labour Party will create a stronghold in the division. So the PNP will no longer be in competition in the Portmore division once the capital is declared a parish." Andrew Wheatley was there. He heard it for himself. So he should recall exactly what was said and stop misleading the public. This is not about progress, it's about politics. The JLP is forcing this change without proper consultation, ignoring the real needs of Portmore residents. The PNP will not allow them to manipulate boundaries to silence voters. The people of Portmore deserve fair representation, not political games. We stand for democracy, and we stand with you, the people of Portmore.
And for me, this is clear gerrymandering. They might tweak the boundaries for political gains. I would love to hear from the people who resides in Portmore who might come across this video to share and let us know if you guys were included in this whole process and if y'all had any say in this process. Back then, the Prime Minister even stated that he would have turned Portmore into a little Miami. That has not come to fruition, but yet still it's been rushed to turn into a parish. And with them tabling the bill, I would love to know, I see other persons asking, what is the capital of Portmore? Very interesting question right there. Now in this segment, the People's National Party is calling on the relevant authorities to sort out the security issues that's been lingering at the Ruthven Towers, where people have paid almost 10 million for their residence there. And about 3 separate occasions they have had break-ins. Whole heap of amenities that were supposed to be in the facility is yet to be put there. And so, over a 2-year period, residents have complained about the lack of proper maintenance and bushing of an adjoining property owned by the National Housing Trust. The residents told the Gleaner that the property, which formerly housed the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences, CISOCA, now provides a cover for persons involved in illegal activities. The residents were promised swimming pools along with CCTV installation, and to this date it is said that none of those were provided. And so we have Floyd Morris speaking on behalf of the residents there and calling on the relevant authorities, the government, to sort out this issue.
I am Professor Floyd Morris, opposition spokesperson on housing and sustainable living, and I'm taking this opportunity to enter upon the reference and call for justice to be done to the residents of Ruthven Towers in New Kingston. From what I have read, a blatant act of injustice has been done to the residents of this upscale development that has been established by the National Housing Trust. And from what I have read and the dialogue with homeowners, there is a blatant travesty of justice that is being meted out to these residents by the NHT, which falls under the portfolio of the Most Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness. And there needs to be restitution to these individuals. The residents purchased these apartments from the NHT with the understanding that the development would have certain specific amenities, the cost of which was included in the price of these units. These amenities would include swimming pool, jogging trail. It would also include a tennis court, conference room, etc. However, these have not been delivered to the homeowners in spite of the commitment to deliver these by 2024. And now the homeowners are being told that these will not be delivered to them before 2028. If that is not an act of injustice, I don't know what else is. Because all of this is being included in the current monthly mortgage for the residents. I don't know what can go so. The Ruthven Towers development is also riddled with construction defects. There are reports of leaking roofs, bursting water pipes, faulty electrical works, and poor installation of doors. The place is also experiencing flooding when there are heavy rains. Ruthven Towers was marketed as a marquee project from the NHT for the higher end of the market, and it is turning out to be one of the worst projects that the NHT has implemented in its over 50-year history. And this is damaging the brand and good name of the NHT over the years, and the Prime Minister must act expeditiously to answer the call of these professionals who have given selfless service to our country and want to make Jamaica a better place for themselves. And so I want to call upon the NHT to make sure some form of restitution is provided for these residents, especially in the context of their mortgage payment, until they have resolved the problems bedeviling the development. I am calling upon the Prime Minister, who is line minister for this portfolio, housing portfolio, and NHT to be specific, to make sure that the NHT respond in a just and equitable manner to solve the problems affecting the housing development at Ruthven Towers.
And when I tell you that the mandate of the Housing Trust has really gone to the dogs, it really has, because one apartment been selling, or a house been selling for $20 and $30 and $40 million. How much are we able one day to own somewhere for ourselves? When the National Housing Trust was put in place for the working class to get affordable housing, can we really afford it with salaries as $15,000 minimum wage per 40-hour work week? I doubt that. But share your thoughts. What says y'all about everything that was outlined in this video? Share your thoughts. Let me know if y'all think that the whole Portmore being turned into a parish in an election year is really gerrymandering, when we heard what Everald Warmington had said. And before I close this off, the People's National Party USA Diaspora Division invites persons to an informational event. The trumpet has sounded, time to answer the call. So they want those in the New York area and surrounding areas, or if you're willing to travel. It's going to be this Saturday, February 1, 2025 at 5 p.m. at 133 to 53 242nd Street, Rosedale, New York. And they're seeking donations as well. So if you support the People's National Party, they're having an event in New York, Rosedale area. So I want to go out one and all and support the People's National Party. Y'all can email angela52@yahoo.com or call 917-474-9768 to get more information on that. But it's this Saturday. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there. Like and share out the videos if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. Get this video to at least 4,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.